Hey, so I started making this following video as like a short vinyasa practice, and classic me, it has gone longer. So a shorter one will follow, I promise. This one's probably, it's just under an hour. So still shorter than the other one. Yeah, so I will do another, kind of full practice and maybe like a half an hour one for you. Thanks. So welcome to this shorter vinyasa flow practice. So hopefully you can do fit some yoga into your day, maybe when you don't have quite as much time. I'm really excited to get to share with you in this way again. So today we're going to start in the seated position, and sometimes it's nice just to have a little cushion or a block or something to sit on. I'm just going to use a cushion from my couch. Just to sit on, just because it can help to, if you have the hips just above the knees, it can help the spine to lengthen a little bit easier. So you can do that if you like. You can just take the hands down to the knees. You can have the palms facing down, or you can have them facing up. I'm going to have mine facing down and just closing the eyes. And just start to allow yourself to settle. Allow your body to soften. Just let the pelvis be heavy. Really feeling the sitting bones grounding. Feeling like you have a nice stable foundation. And from there, really feeling the spine lengthening. Feel the sides of the waist lengthen. Just feel the crown of your head just rising up to the sky. And allow the shoulders to soften down. Just let any tension ebb away. Just allow a full breath to come into the lungs. And sigh it out. Just start to focus in on your breath. Start to breathe a little more deeply, a little more slowly. As you breathe in, see if you can allow the breath to fill the belly, then the sides of the ribs, and then the chest. And as you exhale, let the breath first leave the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Keep breathing. And let the breath out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just notice, how does it feel to breathe? Focusing on the breath, to be present in the moment. So other things in your life can move to the background. What is here in the moment? What does this moment feel like? And you might notice how you feel. Just notice. Try not to make any judgments. And maybe you identify some things that you want to cultivate or welcome into this moment or into your life. Maybe if you feel stressed or a bit highly strung, you want to welcome in some grounding, some stillness and calm. Maybe if you feel negative or down, you want to welcome in some love, some hope or optimism. It's that belief that everything will be okay. What is it that you feel that you need to welcome in? Sometimes when we have space away from things, we can see them in a different light. So let this be your time to maybe see things from a new perspective. And sometimes that can be as simple as being with your breath and being with your body. You don't need to make it more complicated than that. Unless you have maybe a more specific intention. Being with your breath and your body, that might be your intention for your practice. Take 2 more breaths. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. Just gently bring your hands to your heart center. Palms pressing together. Thumbs pressing in towards the sternum, feeling a lift through the tips of the shoulders, most rolling them back so you really open up through the chest, through the heart space. Maybe welcome a little external smile onto the lips. See how that makes you feel. Maybe a little lighter, maybe a bit uplifted. We're going to move through some movements called Circle of Joy. So if you need to open your eyes, you can, or if you know this, then you can go with it. I'm going to interlace the fingers and inhale, raise the elbows up beside the face, keep pressing the hands down. Then as you exhale, take the hands forward around the spine. Inhale, raise the arms high up above the head, keeping the shoulders down. And then as you exhale, really reach through the hands as you take them all the way down behind your back. Interlacing the hands, breathing in, press the hands down, open up, gazing up. And then exhale, bring the hands back towards your heart. Move through that again, breathing in, elbows high. Exhale, press the arms forward, round the spine. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, reach the hands wide. Breathing in, opening up, gazing up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. One more time, breathing in. Exhale, arms out, opening up through the back. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, reach the arms wide. Breathing in, opening up the heart. And coming back, bringing the hands back to your heart. Just pausing here and breathing. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. Gently release the hands down. You can open your eyes. We're just going to come forward, up and over onto our hands and knees. So just bringing the knees underneath the hips and the hands under the shoulders. You can have the toes tucked under or not, that's really up to you. We're just going to move through some nice big hip circles. So as you inhale, start to bring the hips forward. And then as you exhale, press them around to the right. And then almost come back through a child's pose. Coming all the way around to the left. Inhaling as you come forward. And then exhaling as you press back. Inhaling, coming forward. And exhaling, pressing back. Beautiful. Inhale to come forward. And then exhale, just changing direction. You can move as fast or as slow as feels good. Lovely. Beautiful, just coming back to your all fours, tucking the toes under at the back. You can take the hands a little bit further forward and then just lifting up, finding your first downward dog, maybe just walking out here if you want to roll one foot and then the other, picking up through the ankles or bending one knee and then the other. Just enjoy, just feeling into your body. Noticing where it feels really good. Beautiful, and take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, take the gaze between the hands and just walk the toes all the way forward. Coming into a nice forward fold, keep the feet hip distance apart, softening the knees and bring the pinky fingers to opposite elbow creases. You can shake the head, nod the head. Just really allowing the spine to cascade forward over the legs. You can rock from side to side if you like. Just roll the shoulders from the shoulder blades. And then gently release the hands down. Toe heel the feet together so the big toes touch and a little gap between the heels. Breathing in to find a halfway lift. So we're nice and straight through the spine. Beautiful. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up and bring the hands up above the head. And then exhale, bring them down to your heart and just close the eyes. Feeling strong, steady, maybe confident here. And then inhale, reaching the arms high. And then exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale into your halfway lift or Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step back into a high plank. You can lower the knees for this first one if you like. I do recommend that just so you can really do this nice and safely and really, check in with the position in the shoulders. So pressing the floor away here, trying to press that space between the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling so you're nice and strong. Maybe you can almost start to draw the hands towards one another. Lovely, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Keep the elbows tucked in nice and close to the sides. Untuck the toes. Breathing in, baby cobra. Squeezing through the backs of the arms. And then exhale down. Tuck the toes under, pressing up through the knees. Back to a downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, raise the right leg high. And exhale, draw that knee towards your nose in a high plank position. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, knee towards the right elbow, squeeze it in. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee towards that left elbow. Inhale, reaching it up. And then exhale, stack the hips, bend the knee into our three-legged downward dog. Just enjoy opening up through the front of the right hip into the hip flexor or the psoas muscle. Deep breath in. And then exhale, gently square the hips, bring the right leg down. Breathing in to raise the left leg high. Exhale, draw that knee towards your nose in high plank. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, knee towards the right. Inhale, reach it high. And then exhale, stack the hips, opening up. Trying to keep the weight even through the hands. Just enjoy. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, gently squaring the hips, bringing that leg back down. If you need, you can have a bend in the knees for your downward dog, so you can really lift the hips high. You want to be able to soften the heart back towards the thighs here. So rather than having straight legs, you want to try and have this length from the wrists all the way up to your sitting bones. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Inhale, raise the right leg high. And then exhale, step that foot through between the hands. Lovely, coming onto the fingertips to really find your balance. Inhale, coming up, bringing the hands into your heart center. Exhale here. We're going to move through circle of joy through this little flow as well. So the same movement through the arms like we did at the start. So as you breathe in, interlace the fingers, the elbows come high. Exhale, take the hands forward around the spine, chin comes down towards your chest. Inhale, reaching up. You might even find a little back bend here. And then as you exhale, we're going to reach the arms wide, but you'll ground down through the back heel. So we're almost coming into our warrior two. Beautiful. You might want to walk the right foot in, but that's just optional for this next pose. We're going to take the hands down behind the back, breathing in, opening up. And then exhale, folding forward. So it might feel better to keep that right foot where it was, so you have a little bit more space to bring that right shoulder to the inside of that right knee. So this is our humble warrior. Just breathing here. Allow the hips to soften down. Deep breath in. And let it go. One more breath in. And then exhale, we're going to come into a variation of triangle pose. So coming up, straightening the front leg, opening the body up, maybe gazing up, almost trying to rotate the heart towards the sky. Keep the hands interlaced behind you. Deep inhale. And exhale. If you need, you can always take a hand down onto that right leg, breathing in. And then letting it go, take the hands down to frame the front foot. The left hand is mainly finding the floor. Come onto the ball of that back foot. We're going to step into a side plank. So the right foot is going to step on top of the left. So this is the first option here. Or the right foot might come actually in front. Or another option is to bring the left foot down. This might be your side plank for this flow. Take one more breath in here. And then exhale, take that right hand down, find a high plank. Take a deep breath in. You can either have the knees on the floor or come forward to the tippy toes, lower down just halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And back to your downward dog as you breathe out. Take a deep breath in here, adjust as you need, and let it go. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale, step that foot through between the hands. Breathing into your crescent lunge, hands to your heart. If you need, soften the back knee, really try and lengthen the tailbone down. You should feel a nice stretch through the front of the right hip. And try and almost lift out of the hips here. Beautiful. Inhale, raise the elbows high, interlace the hands. Exhale, press it forward, rounding the spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale into warrior two, grounding down the back heel, opening up. Interlace the hands behind you. Breathing in, opening up through the heart. Exhale, folding forward, humble warrior, left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Deep breaths. Take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly start to straighten up through that front leg, finding this variation of triangle pose, gazing up. Remember, you can take the left hand down onto the leg if you need, at any time. And then as you exhale, coming down, take the right hand onto the floor, coming into your variation of your side plank, so left foot on top of the right, or right knee to the floor, or you can take the left foot forward. So really press down through that supporting arm.
Try and draw the shoulder blade down onto the back. One more breath here. Exhale, taking the top hand down, take a deep breath in. Exhale, moving down through chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and back to your downward dog. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to move through that a little bit more with one breath per movement, so just remember to go at your own pace. You can rest whenever you need, in a child's pose or a shavasana, whatever you need. Breathing in, raise the right leg high. Exhale, step that foot through between the hands. Breathing in, hands to the heart, the elbows come high. Exhale, take the arms forward. Inhale, reaching the arms high. Exhale, warrior two, take the hands down behind you. Breathing in, opening up through the heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, transition to our triangle pose. You have a nice deep breath in here when you arrive. Exhale, left hand down to the floor to start the transition. Breathing in into your side plank. And then exhale, moving through your flow, down through chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hands come together and interlace, elbows come high. Exhale, take the arms forward around the spine. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two, arms reach wide and then come down behind you. Breathing in, open up the heart and fold it forward. Deep breath in here. Exhale, transition into your triangle. You have a deep breath in there. And then exhale, take the right hand down to the floor. Your inhale, transitioning to your side plank. And then an exhale to ride the breath down through your flow. Downward dog. Breathing in, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, coming up, elbows high. Exhale, take the arms forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two, hands come behind you. Breathing in, open up. Exhale, fold it forward. Deep breath in. Exhale to transition to Trikonasana. Breathing in, gazing up. Exhale to transition to your side plank. Option to come into extended side plank. Take the right peace fingers, wrap them around the right big toe. Breathing in, lifting up. See if you can reach that right leg high here. And then exhale, ride the breath down through chaturanga. Your back bend. Downward dog. Breathing in, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Breathing in, elbows come high. Exhale, round the spine. Breathing in. Exhale, take the arms wide, warrior two. Breathing in, gazing up. Exhale, humble warrior, fold it forward. Deep breath in here. Exhale into our triangle. Take a deep breath in there. And then exhale, take the right hand down. Left peace fingers wrap around the left big toe if you want. Breathing into your version of your side plank, whatever works for you. And then gently come down, riding the exhale breath down. Beautiful. Downward dog. One more time. Just going through this at your own pace. Stepping the right leg through. Just enjoy knowing where you're going. Just you and your body. You and your breath. Moving to the left side. And just taking some full deep breaths in your downward dog. Deep inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. Beautiful. From here we're going to come down onto our forearms. So if you like, you might want to try and lower down at the same time, or you can gently lower one elbow and then the next. We're just coming to a little forearm plank. So just working into the core a little bit more here, drawing the belly button to the spine, pressing down through the forearms. This should feel challenging after doing that flow and then holding here. Remember, a child's pose or knees to the floor here is always an option. I'm definitely feeling very warm, so keep breathing here. Firm the thighs, use those legs to help you here. Use the breath. Three more breaths here. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, lifting up the hips, start to walk the feet in, finding a dolphin pose. So working a little bit more into the shoulders here, press down through the forearms, spread the palms wide, press down through the base of the index finger and thumb. Try and really lift the heels high here and keep pressing the heart back to the thighs. 4 more breaths here. One more deep inhale. Let it go. Take one breath in, lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, nice wide-legged child's pose. Knees come wide. And just allow your hips to come back, soften down. Just allow the whole body to soften down, to relax. Welcome in any sighs. Enjoy the contrast of stillness after the moving and building heat. Perfect. Let's take one more deep inhale and then let it go. Okay, so we're just going to come forward from our balasana all the way forward onto our tummies. So sliding all the way forward. And you just want to have the tops of the feet into the floor, have the hands by the hips, pressing down through the tops of the feet so the kneecaps lift and you've got this firmness through the thighs. That's what you're after, this strength in the legs. Then try and press the pubic bone in towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up through the chest, extend the arms back behind you. It might feel nice to even interlace the hands. Maybe interlace them the other way. And then really drawing them back down here, opening up through the chest. You might want to lift up the legs a bit here as well. This is a really amazing pose to strengthen through the whole back of the body. Keep breathing. That's your foundation. If it feels good, you can always close the eyes or find somewhere to focus your gaze. Take one more breath. And then exhale, gently come down, turning the head to one side. Breathing into the back. Lovely, slowly bringing the head back to center, resetting. Press down through the tops of your feet so you're strong through the legs. Breathing in, lifting up. Maybe you want to lift the feet. As we inhale, we're going to reach the arms forward. If you've got space, we've got a pot plant in the way, reaching the arms forward. And then exhale, reach them back. You can keep the arms straight if we've got the space. Inhale, reach them forward. And then exhale, reach them back. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Breathing in, reaching forward. And then exhale, squeezing back. 3 more. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, squeeze it back, lifting up. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, squeezing back. We have 1 more. Exhale, squeezing back. Beautiful. Take the hands to the ears. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze over to the right. Inhale to center. Squeeze to the left. Inhale, center. Squeeze to the right. Inhale, center. Squeeze to the left. 1 more on each side. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in, reaching and lift the arms high. And then exhale, come down, take the head to the other side. Slow down the breath. Just feel your heart beating. See if you can slow down the heart with your breath. Really lengthen your exhales. Very slowly you can start to bring the hands under the shoulders and just press back into a child's pose with the knees together this time. If you like, take the hands just beside the feet. Really breathe into the back. Let all those muscles start to soften and lengthen a little. And then gently, when you're ready, you can start to roll up through the spine, coming into a kneeling position. We're just going to come into Ustrasana or camel pose, so a nice back bending pose. So we're going to come up. You want to have the knees hip distance apart. You can have them the tiniest bit more, that's okay. That actually helps sometimes to give you a little bit more space for the back bend. I recommend starting with the toes tucked under. If you want, we're just going to do 2 of these, so you might have toes tucked under this first time. Bring the hands onto the bottom, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the elbows together, lifting up through the chest, finding a little back bend. You might stay here, or you might bring the hands down onto the heels, keeping the hips pressing forward. You can gaze forward, or it might feel nice to allow the head to come all the way back. Keep lifting up through the heart. Slowly you can start to come back up, hands onto the lower back down into a child's pose. Take the hands onto the outsides of the knees and press them together. Just helps to open up through that sacroiliac joint down there with the sacrum. Lovely, slowly rolling up and doing that one more time. You could take it further, you could take it less, or you can stay in child's pose. Coming up, maybe you want to have the toes untucked this time, whatever feels good. Drawing the legs together, this is so we activate through the inner thighs and even through the pelvic floor a little. Try and draw the front of the hip bones together so you're a bit supported as well through that lower belly. Squeeze the elbows back, lifting up. Beautiful, and then you can start to come back as it feels good. You can always come back up if it's too much. Keep breathing. One more breath. Slowly coming back up. Down into your child's pose. Just be soft when you find yourself there, just breathing. Just breathing and being present in the moment. You are enough as you are right now. One more breath. So lovely, just rolling up through the spine, coming up to a kneeling position, and just gently come down onto your bottom and take the legs nice and wide. Just going to come into Upavista Konasana in this nice wide-legged forward fold. So it doesn't matter how wide your legs are. If you feel like you are kind of rolling back and hunching, it can feel nice to have that pillow underneath your bottom again. This helps to give more of a forward tilt to the pelvis, which can help you to fold forward. So do that now if you need to. We'll just start by taking the hands behind us. You want to flex the toes so we're active. It's not yin yoga. We have toes flexing back towards the face, knees and toes facing the skies. A little bit of external rotation through the legs here. So hands behind you, breathing in, lifting up. So if you feel a stretch here in between the inner thighs and your adductors, you might stay here. Maybe if you can keep the length through the spine, you can start to fold forward from the hips, keeping length. If you start to round, then I'd recommend you come back up. So slowly coming forward. You might want to either have something in front of you for your head. You could have a block. I like to use my hands, sometimes just fists stacked on top of one another. That will just depend on obviously what's available to you in your body. And just keep breathing. See if you can consciously soften and deepen a little bit more as you breathe out. Just 2 more breaths. And slowly, when you're ready, you can start to come up. Nice and gently, you can start to draw the legs together. Making sure there's room for your head and your feet. We're going to roll down onto our backs. And you can just hug the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a little cuddle. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. Maybe you want to roll the knees in one direction and then the other. And just lengthening the left leg out along the floor. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, squeeze the right knee into the chest. Inhale, open the right arm out to the side. And then exhale, draw the right knee over to the left, finding a nice twist. Breathing into the belly. You want to keep that right shoulder blade really grounding on the floor. Just allowing the right knee to come a bit closer with each out breath. One more breath. Let it go. Inhale, gently coming back into center, drawing the left knee in, taking that right leg out as you breathe out. Breathing in. Squeezing the left knee in. Breathing in, open the left arm out to the side. And then exhale, twisting, drawing the left knee over to the right, the gaze over to the left. Keep the left shoulder blade grounding down, that's your anchor as you start to twist. Breathe where you need it, where you need the opening, where you need the space. Beautiful. Slowly breathing in, bringing the legs back in. Giving yourself one final squeeze. Till you find your final pose, your Shavasana. So just lengthening the legs out long. Let the feet be a bit wider than hip distance apart. Let the toes just naturally fall out to the sides. Gently roll the shoulder blades under, just a little, to open up through the shoulders. Backs of the hands on the floor, let the palms face the sky. Lengthening through the back of the neck. And all you need to do here is soften. To stay connected to the moment. Connected to the feeling of softening. Just allowing your weight to be held by the ground. Just letting go.
So Nelson Mandela said, "May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears." Take a gentle breath in and let it go. Gently move your fingers and toes. And draw your knees in towards your chest and gently roll over onto your right side. Just take a moment to reconnect to what it was that you wanted to welcome in or cultivate in this practice or in your life. And then keeping the eyes closed, gently making your way into a seated position, bringing your palms together at your heart center. Take a moment to think about what you might like to take with you out into the world. Who you would like to be. Gently raising your thumbs between your eyebrows and softening forward. Namaste. So thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me. I hope that this brings you some joy, some light, some connection to yourself. Making time for self-care is so important. So we also have all that love to give to others. So thank you. Feel free to let me know how that went, if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to see, and I hope to share some more videos with you. Thank you so much.